Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I build these shelves for my plants. I did this all from scratch, all on my own, so if I can do it, you can do it too. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel for more, and let's get started. So to build a shelf, you're going to obviously need wood or lumber. I went to Home Depot to get some wood, so look at my mistake. I wanted a 12-foot long slab of wood and cut it into pieces. So when I first went to Home Depot, I got a 2x8x12 and I cut it into pieces. When I came home, I realized that this 2-inch thick wood is too thick. First of all, I should have known because this is heavy as hell, but I never bought lumber before, so I just saw it. I was like, okay, this is perfect and it's pretty, but I feel like this is really heavy and I'm not a carpenter and I'm gonna be putting up these shelves myself, so I don't want to build this weight on the wall when I'm not a professional. So since I already got these cut to pieces, I couldn't return it and I have to go buy more wood. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with all this wood because I have 12 feet of it, but yeah, I went back to Home Depot and I got this wood. So the wood, I got two separate pieces of 1x8x6. The reason I got two separate pieces instead of one long 12 feet because the original wood that I got was $15 for the whole length, but I don't know why this wood that's thinner was like $22 for the same dimension. So I decided to get two smaller pieces that add to the same thing because it was cheaper. Anyway, this is a 1x8x6 and I got two of those pieces and I made them cut it down. They cut it for free to, I think this is a 3-foot piece, so I'm using two 3-foot pieces and I think around two 2-foot pieces. I think it's 20 inches, around 20 inches, two 20-inch pieces and two 36-inch pieces. So I'm using two 20-inch pieces and two 36-inch long pieces, and then this is 1 inch and right here to here is supposedly 8 inches. 1, 8, 36. So this will be using to stud finder because you need to screw these into the wood beams in the wall behind the drywall. You need to screw those into that. You can't just screw into the drywall. You don't want those falling shelves. I want to stain my wood. So I got a wood stain, and this is in dark walnut. So I want to stain it this color. You could leave it the color it is, but I want to stain mine. And I got this, like the seal, this clear spray-on seal to seal everything in. You need some sandpaper. I got this is assortment of 3 different grits, so yeah, just to sand it down. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm outside doing this project because the fumes of the wood stain and the spray is too much for the house. So I'm using the sandpaper just to sand away all the little tiny pieces of wood so it don't poke me. And then I'm going to be taking a rag and dipping it into the wood stain and rubbing it into the wood and trying to get an even tone. When it dries, it's going to be a bit lighter than how it looks when you first put it on. So I did 2 coats. You should follow the instructions on the can as far as how long to dry for and the temperature. I did this project in January and I left these boards outside to dry. The temperature was too cold and it did not dry properly, so I had a problem with that. After I let those dry, I went in with the clear seal and I did that twice. I put 2 coats of that clear waterproof seal on it. Here I'm using the stud finder so I could find the studs in my wall. I'm trying to find the ones that's more evenly spaced so I could put 3 brackets per wood. I advised watching the instructions because I'm not an expert on how to use a stud finder, but I did the best I could and I found the studs. So now I am screwing these into the wall. I'm using a screwdriver. I just bought it for like $30 at Home Depot. The long screws that come with the brackets is for the wall, and the short screws is for the wood. So I'm taking the long screws and I'm screwing the brackets into the wall first, making sure to use a leveler to make sure that it's straight. If you use a leveler, it might not look straight to the eye, but it's straight, and you should just follow what the leveler says. I had a hard time because I did this for myself, so I had to keep going back and forth to see if it was straight. But you want to screw the brackets into the wall first, making sure you're screwing it into the wood in the back of the drywall, not into the drywall itself, because the weight of the shelves is going to be too heavy just to screw into the drywall. After that, I placed the wood on top of it, and then I screwed in the smaller screws into the wood, just going up into it, just with the screw gun. So these are the final results. It did take me a couple hours, probably 2 or 3 hours, just to install the shelves because I was doing it by myself and I wanted them to be perfect. It took me a couple of days to do the whole project because I was doing other stuff in the meantime, but you can do this project within a 2-day span or maybe like a 24-hour span if you're just doing everything back to back. This how it came out. Nothing fell down. It's all secure. I still have these up like 4 or 5 months later. Editing this video, so these are all still up. There's nothing wrong. All my plants are fine, and I'm very happy with how it looks. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe and like this, and see you later.